Welcome back to our Jaguars franchise, where we are a 10-3 team going against the Falcons in a division that is very close, and the season is coming to an end. Both wide receivers there, supposedly stars for their teams, not really performing like that. As you can see, the Falcons are kicking first, as I believe the Jaguars have received the ball every single game for like the past 5 weeks. Kick returning for them is the guy that doesn't kick return very much. Malcolm Floyd does get to 26 though, despite his lack of speed and his overextended height. As Blake Bortles not having a great season, but he was injured throughout most of the season, as Derrick Henry also having a pretty poor season himself, but lots of touchdowns, just not that many yards. 2nd and 19 after a holding penalty. Blake Bortles dropping back to pass, rolling up the middle, and it is a fumble, but of course the lineman luckily picks it up and does get a few yards back. 3rd and 16, that is a lot to ask for. Blake Bortles stepping back and throws it, and of course Allen Robinson losing yards there. Back to the 3rd and 19, 4th and 19 moment, as the punter Brad Nortman, who is on a contract year, delivers one of the best punts of the season for many yards, and that is a bad man himself, Matt Ryan, who is looking to get his Falcons team a win. Despite their record, they want to play spoils. They don't want people to win off of them. They want to be the reason why someone is in a bad spot or misses the playoffs. 2nd and 5, although Matt Ryan throwing to a wide open fullback there for a first down. Back on 2nd down again, running to the left side. Devonta Freeman getting plenty of yardage there with a couple of jukes for a first down. 1st and 10 again, Matt Ryan over the middle, and a huge hit on Levine Toilolo, who could be on his way to the Jaguars after the Jaguars GM has a noticeable interest in the man. So we'll see what happens next year, but for now, the Jaguars are looking to try to get this stop on 3rd and 4. Reading a screen is Telvin Smith, who shows up big time with an easy pick 6 off the tip drill. A very great concentration play for him to lead this team to a 7-point lead so far, as the defense, as they have been, carrying this whole team. The offense needs to step up, but sometimes defense is the best offense, as Telvin Smith proves it there as he dances in the end zone for what would believe his 2nd pick 6 of the season. Don't quote me on that. I know as the Jaguars announcer I'm supposed to know these things, so don't tell my boss. As Telvin Smith once again coming in on the play on the special teams. Telvin Smith once again coming in on the run play for Devonta Freeman. 3rd and 3 from their own 31-yard line. They need to get something going, and Devonta Freeman can't do it. A great team effort play there, finished off by the great linebacker himself, Quan Alexander, who is playing outstandingly. Throwing it up one-on-one. There is a penalty. It's most likely on the defense. Allen Robinson's going to take it for 75. As you've seen the intro stat line, he is struggling this season, but on that play, he showed he's elite. He's just having a bad season. 1st and 10, we have the Falcons back out on offense. Devonta Freeman picking up a few blocks, running down the sideline. Jukes past Tayshaun Gibson, the no slouch himself, bringing the ball down to the 23-yard line for a huge gain, turning this game around possibly for the Falcons, as it's very early in this match. 1st and 10, they hand it right back off to the running back, who trucks over another defensive back, as they don't care who their running back is. They're going to feed their backs behind that apparently decent O-line. Has 3rd and goal. Matt Ryan has no one to throw to, does the smart thing, gets his points, gets off the field with at least 3, as some Jaguars and Falcons players getting into it a little bit. This is a tougher matchup than you thought, and a terrible block, as this offensive line for the Jaguars have been really up and down, while Blake Bortles is still having a great game, throwing to Derrick Henry again, as it appears the Jaguars aren't just trying to win this game, but also prepare for the playoffs by giving the ball to players that need it the most. Derrick Henry has really struggled for this team. He has showed lots of effort, but he just doesn't get yards. Effort is nice, but production is better. As speaking of production, Mr. Production himself for this Jaguars team, Julius Thomas, having over 1,000 yards on the season already. Back to Julius Thomas. That is a touchdown. Easy touchdown for the man who's got, I believe, 7 on the year now with over 1,000 yards receiving, having an insane game and season already, as Matt Ryan showing his best impression of an escape artist, delivering a dot on the secondary route. 1st and 10 again. Matt Ryan over the middle again. 1st down again. The Falcons don't need Julio, it would seem, as they're going to score without him. 2nd and 10 over the middle again. Short is the play, and short is the touchdown, as I believe that to be a no-namer. I don't want to say no-namer, but we haven't really heard much from that guy yet. End of the 2nd quarter, the Jaguars looking to get anything they can, and Derrick Henry almost breaks it free. But as you can see, that huge stat line going into the 2nd half, Blake Bortles has yet to miss a throw. But that doesn't matter now, as the Falcons are back out on offense. Over the top of the play is Jonathan Cyprien, who gets another pick on the season, playing very well. Didn't expect that much out of him, and he's playing extremely well. Tavon Austin over the middle gets several jukes. The man is a freak, getting a touchdown as he's hopping his way into the end zone. That might be the best play the Jaguars have had all season long. If any of you guys out there are fans and you think that there has been a better play this season, leave a comment in the comment section, as we would love to hear about it. You can see why the Falcons are trying their best to win this game, because they want to be the team that said they beat the possible Super Bowl champions, as this team looking very solid, except for where the backup gets a penalty there, going against the best receiver that we've played in a while, so you can't really blame him. 3rd and 10, throwing is Matt Ryan, and there he goes, making up for it, getting an interception on Julio from Matty Ice. What a play by Dennard, or Denard, whatever you want to call him. I don't know his name because he doesn't like me very much. And Julius Thomas, the best tight end in the league as of this year, getting another huge play. Blake Bortles, a little bit of, what is that? Read option. Yes, you've seen it there. The Jaguars pulling out all the tricks in the book, trying to give the playoff teams a little something to be worried about. Maybe throw them off the game a little bit. Maybe they have to prepare for it, as something they're definitely going to have to prepare for is the connection from Blake Bortles to Julius Thomas, as it is real. Another touchdown for the big man, who's having an insane game and an even crazier season, as the Falcons are looking to have very little chance in this game. However, the referees doing their very best to keep this game interesting, trying to call almost every little thing they can, as a very unnecessary pass interference there. But on 2nd and 7, Dante Fowler showing his disgust with the referees, giving Matt Ryan something to think about next time he's on offense. 2nd and 2, Derrick Henry to the outside, finally getting the blocks he deserves, running free down to the 8-yard line, I believe, the 9-yard line. A decent gainer there. 2nd and goal, 3 yards away. Wide open, Amari Cooper. That is going to be a touchdown for another very talented receiving threat on this team, who now has 12 touchdowns on the season. Ever since getting traded from the Raiders, he has been on fire and forcing teams to worry about him in the league. What a dot there by Matt Ryan to Julio Jones, just trying to get a last-second score, maybe feel better about what they've done. Going against a very tough team, you can't really fault them for struggling, as the Jaguars are winning by 29 points. It is a blowout. And for the last play of the game, Matt Ryan, as he has all game, getting sacked, hit hard, and just glad the game is over. What a huge game for the Jaguars, as they beat the weary Atlanta Falcons by a score of 42-13. Absolutely destroyed them. The one thing the Jaguars wish they could have gotten done, though, run the ball. They wanted to run the ball a little bit better, and that's not what they did. But Blake Bortles having a 94.1% completion rating. If they can get him to perform like that in the playoffs, they are going to win the Super Bowl, no doubt. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, as we are 11-3 now, which is very awesome. Looking like an easy playoff contender here. But speaking of playoff contenders, take a look at Bengals' channel. He is the Texans in this league. You will see his record. He is very close to the playoffs, and I think he might make it. It's going to be a close one, so you definitely want to tune into his videos. But if you guys subscribe to our channels, maybe, leave a like, share, whatever. I'm assuming Bengal feels the same way. Just watching the video is amazing, and hope you guys are enjoying, and hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! So we are back with week 14 of the NFL season as the Jacksonville Jaguars. A lot of you guys have been asking what sliders we are on. Here is the difficulty.
Oh my god.
Oh, Richard!
That was that guy's fault, not mine.
No, it's your fault. Now I'm in 10th again. So, yeah, you just watched one of my videos. You could probably leave now. There's nothing really here left for you other than maybe like and subscribe or something. Bye.